What's up everyone, Randall here from Go for Noobs, aka Golang for Beginners. Today's episode, we're going to take a look at ranges in Go in hopefully less than 5 minutes. Alright everyone, we're taking a look at ranges today. Before we do, make sure to like the episode, subscribe, click the notification bell so you can find out when I'm coming out with new content. Now, let's get into it. Ranges in Go iterate over elements of a data set. And we're going to take a look at how to do that today. So let's get started. We head over to the Go playground. And to begin with, let's create a slice of ints to iterate over. So to begin, we create something called nums, and then we make a slice of ints. And let's fill that data set up with just a few numbers. Now when we do that and we print it out, as you can see down below, we will get a slice of ints right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now if we want to iterate over that data set, what we could do is we could say for index comma value in range of nums, and then what we want to do is print them. So funct print line I comma v. And when we do that, what we get here is the index and the value. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, another cool thing we can do with these ranges is actually create a sum. So if we want to know the sum total of all those, first we would have to set sum equal to 0. And then what we'll do is we will add the sum plus equals, which is the same as saying sum equals sum plus v. So basically we take v here, we add it to the previous sum, and then we get the new sum. This is the same as writing sum equals sum plus v, just for you guys to see that. But the shorthand is sum plus equals, and we don't need the index here, so we can use the underscore character. And then what we want to do is down here, print the sum. And when we do that, lo and behold, we get a sum of 15. But that's not all we can do, because there's a lot of other elements we can iterate over. For example, we can iterate over a map. So we'll create a map called pairs, and instead of using the make function to make this map, and you can see all about maps in this episode up here, you can just create the map by hand. So we're going to have a map of int and string. We're going to create, associate a bunch of ints with a bunch of strings. So 1, we're going to associate the integer 1 with the string James. And then we're going to say 2 with Bond. And then 3 with Miss. And 4 with Money Penny. All right, so once we do that, we can just double check to make sure we have created a map by using the print line. And when we do that, we run it, and lo and behold, we get our map, okay? Now, the cool thing we can do is we can actually iterate over this to show what is printing. So how we do that, again, we create a for statement. So for, and then here we're going to use k and val. So I don't want you to confuse this v with that v. So key and value pairs, and for key and value pair in range of PRS. And what we're going to do, instead of using a print line statement, we're actually going to use a different type of print statement, a printf statement. So func.printf. And the main difference is what goes inside of these parentheses. So we have %v, which gives us the value. We're going to make a little arrow, and then again, %v. And just to give us a little bit of space, we're going to add a tab in there. And now we need to fill in what these values of the v are. The first v is going to be this k. The second v is going to be this val. So how we do that is we do k comma val. And when we run that, basically what we get is iteration over the whole entire string here of 2 is Bond, 3 is Miss, 4 is Moneypenny, and 1 is James. And I'm not quite sure why they go backwards there, to be honest with you, but maybe that's just the way it runs. If we run it again, maybe we'll get something different. 3, 2, 1, James. I don't know. Maybe we run it a couple more times and we'll get in the right order. There we go. Right in the correct order. Now, the last thing that I want to show you is something pretty interesting. Like, let's say you have a word and somebody wants to know the Unicode characters for us. Now, why is Unicode important with Go? Because one of the creators of Golang actually created Unicode. So you can do something really cool here with another range loop. So let's say for, we don't need the index, and we'll say the character in the range of, let's just say Gopher Noobs, okay, this channel. And then what we want to do is actually funct printf, and we want to have the value, and then we will put a tab, and this will be for C. And when we print that, what we actually get is right over here, but actually I'll just put a new, or I'll just delete this so you can see a little bit better. What we get actually is the Unicode characters for all of this right here printed out. So if we go take a look at Unicode characters, we have small letter G is 103. And if we take a look here, 103. And then O should be 111. If we take a look at 111, 111 is O. And so basically we can transform text into Unicode if you need that for some reason. But that in a nutshell is how you use ranges in Go. Very simple. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, guys, make sure to click the like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Peace.